beautiful eyes. You lock me in your gaze, and try though I might, I cannot look away. You're not what I expected to find, and now I'm forgetting why I should run from your side. Yeah. One gentle kiss, the pain alleviates. Poisonous lips annihilate me, and every dream that I trade for this bliss. But who can resist? I'm starving alone in the wilderness. Beautiful distraction, keep me hypnotized, and I fall for the enemy. Powerless reaction, I am paralyzed, and now you get the best of me. Is there no one safe from your deceit and lies? I know I've been told this road isn't paved with gold, but I see with glitter now. I'm sold for the enemy. My hands are tied. You've captured your next slave, but it feels justified. I don't even try to break free, and now I'm blind to the truth at my side. That we win before we begin if we stand and fight this. Beautiful distraction, keep me hypnotized, and I fall for the enemy. Powerless reaction, I am paralyzed, and now you get the best of me. Is there no one safe from your deceit and lies? I know I've been told this road isn't paved with gold, but I see it glitter now. I'm sold for this. Ooh, we're going down. We're going down. Yeah, we're going down. We're going down. We're going down.
Well, hello there.
We're going down. We're going down. Beautiful distraction, keep me hypnotized, and I fall for the enemy. Powerless reaction, I am paralyzed, and now
Hey, Jeff,
you
good
get
to
the
see you.
best of me. Is there no one safe from your deceit and lies? I know I'm told this road isn't paved with gold, but I see it glitter now. I'm sold for this love.
All right, so apparently SiriBot and I need to have a conversation about, it's supposed to be 0.5 minutes, not 0.5 seconds. But what the hell? At least it's telling me that you're getting a break, and it's telling me that the ad break is finished. So apparently Stream Elements has the right time it's starting, but, hi everyone. You're going to be... It was all of 30 seconds, Jeff. All of 30 seconds. Oh, my goodness. There we go. All right. Hooray for the right window. Welcome, everyone. It's Hawktoberfest. Ha, ha, ha. Yes, 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 yes. I love this time of year because I get to say Hawktoberfest, and it's something that I coined when we first started Virtual Greyhawk Con. Coco, Courtney, we miss you. Miss you much. Hope you're having a fantastic time out there. Whatever the hell it is you're doing that's keeping you away from us. I know you're having a good time. Hey, Brother Phantom, good to see you. Good to see you. Wow. Nice to see a bunch of people dropping in. That's awesome. Good to see everyone. So, what's going on? Oh, man. It is Virtual Greyhawk Con. It is number 6. It is the start of a weekend. Well, I mean, we're kicking off the weekend a little early because that's what we do here. We when we play hard. We do not wait for somebody else to tell us what the weekend is. We choose it for ourselves. And we've decided that the weekend's going to start on Thursday. Sounds reasonable? All right, for the most part, I mean, it's after work on Thursday, so I guess you could have worked on Thursday if you're feeling so inclined. I was not, and it's probably a good thing because, as some of you know, I kind of lost my mind and decided to, instead of doing my normal run a few games, play a bunch of games, and just basically spend 36 hours or whatever it is at the computer playing D&D or various games all weekend. I decided instead I was just going to run games this weekend, with the exception of the Joust, because, I've got to put in my time as the Black Knight. The Black Knight must be represented. All inferior jousters, they must bow down to the Black Knight's prowess. And, well, if they so happen to win on some kind of technicality, schmechnicality, we'll deal with it. And we'll just have to make sure that next year that such persons get their just desserts. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. Wait, Tires Me will probably be making an appearance at the house this year too again. I know it's been a long day for me. I'm not quite. Oh, Tarish Ming. Oh, okay, all right. When you say appearance at the house, you mean appearance at the Joust? Okay. I'm good. It's not just me. Oh, okay. All right. No, I got you. That makes a hell of a lot more sense. uh, but yeah, so 6 sessions. And with the 6 sessions, there came a lot of herding of cats because it was not easy getting everyone's input on, what characters that they'd like to play. So, I ended up tracking with people down. There was a couple people that I just ended up sending them a character because at a time, and I need to get things done. The good news is all the characters for tomorrow are set. All the characters for Saturday are set. I still have a few to make for Sunday. Yeah, but professional. Well, no, Chris, you're comparatively speaking. At least you're responding to my messages. I've got people that I had to send. Like, I did everything except send carrier pigeons to try to find them and get the info I needed from them for what they were playing. By extension, you were easy. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I thought I had sent it over, but no, apparently I did not. Oh, okay. You know what it is? You're right. I did not, because of the fact that I had other things to do, Chris. I have not entered Zygon stuff into a what do you call it? Into a character sheet yet for you. That I meant to. I fully intend to, and I will get that done for you. It's just there are people that I didn't find out what characters that they wanted to play until yesterday. And there was more than a few that I didn't find out or didn't get full confirmation on until yesterday. Brad, even you're fine. Especially the fact that since you rolled up your own character, you're fine. I knew what you were playing at least. I didn't have the character sheet, but I knew what you were playing. Well, I didn't know exactly what you were playing. The little plot twist in your character, kind of amusing. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little amusing. You forgot it's this weekend? Holy crap. See, this is why you need to tune into the show more often because you could, there's no way in hell you could have forgotten that it was this weekend because I must have mentioned it about 15,000 times in the span of 3 hours of broadcasting. Yeah, no, the moving process, okay, that will do it. Yeah, your character is unique. I will give your character that. There are times like there's like the whole thing. I really hate limiting it to certain races, and then I get certain combinations, and I'm like, I'm beginning to see the whole point. Oh, but I look forward to your portrayal of your character. We call my so Brad. That's gonna be a fun time. So yeah, as far as why I kicked off a bit early, because of the fact that we do have Lord Gazumba's game is starting at 7, and while I know his game can often be a little not necessarily start right on time. I don't know if he's planning on having it start earlier, specifically because of the fact that it is a con game, and I think there are a couple of people who got to actually sign up for the game as opposed to just having the regulars. Plus, it's an Ed Greenwood game, so they might be starting. There's also that. All right, that's fair. Having a backstory for okay, I'm good with that. But yeah, there's I still have some characters for Sunday that I need to put together and then send out. At the very least, I know what people are playing, so it's not quite as pressing. I want to get it done. I want to get it out of the way and not have to think about it anymore. I have one character that I need to update a bit. The character's already existing. I just need to. It was at a time where the XP that I was starting players at was lower than it is now, and I kind of realized that it was entirely too low. I needed to start up higher than that for this campaign. So the character will be getting a bit of a boost, and they were at least through one adventure, so I'll probably give a couple of items and such. I don't remember what magic items there were in that particular adventure. That was during the gray hazy times when I could barely remember anything. So yeah, there's a lot. I am kind of thankful that I have a few people who are playing in more than one adventure with the same character. DM Chris, you and your wife are big help with that. Hey Jay, good to see you. Good to see you. We did get an early start tonight because I know you're coming up 7, and it's virtual Greyhawk Con. I don't, I want to cut into you right at 7 o'clock as opposed to the normal, kind of wandering in at 7:30 or so. But yeah, no. So I was lucky enough to have a few people who were playing in the same ones, and then of course the Saturday game, having the Saturday game be with the exception of one player be my regular group. That the at least that was one game that I was pretty much set for, and I had that what person's character to them a while back, so they've been good. So it there's been work, but again it's been chasing people down. Getting the info and trying to get what I needed from them. It did kind of rob me of the ability to do more backstory with them. I would have liked to have thrown a few more details in, but we'll have to do a little bit of exposition at the beginning of the adventure, just so, each adventure, so they know where they're coming from, and yeah, we'll take it from there. But it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time, and there's a lot of going on. I just saw the latest list of or the full list of sponsored streams, or not sponsored. Oh goodness, highlighted streams. Highlighted streams. Well, that's cool. Hey, listen, that's awesome. Did they? Do you know if they found were able to enjoy any of it or watch any of it? Because you know that if you're looking for old school content, that's the place to go. But you know, as far as highlighted streams, you know, obviously tonight you've got 7 o'clock. Lord Gazumba. We've got Caught in the Middle with special guest Ed Greenwood. After that, the other highlighted stream tonight is Darling Creepshow's channel, The Eye of the Obsidian Serpent, which, if I understand correctly, I think Kurt is actually running the game. I'm not entirely sure. I do not have a giveaway going tonight. I was kind of honestly, I wasn't sure how many people were going to show up. But yeah, I need to kind of like supplement a bit with the because of the number of weeks in October, plus the fact that I need to get on. We'll have giveaways basically through the weekend, but I may need to like use a couple of my monthly allotment for the non-highlighted streams. I've got stuff for the highlighted streams, or I might just kind of reorganize how those are allotted. But yeah, no, you're good. I just didn't decide not to do for it. New armor for first mount for FNC. Oh man. So yeah, you got Eye of the Obsidian Serpent at 10 p.m. tonight. Then tomorrow there's a full slate of games. Obviously, I've got I've got 3 games going tomorrow, all of which will be streamed. I will be starting off the highlighted stream list at 9 a.m. with Danger on the Duntide. Also at 9 a.m. will be Hunt for Valharian. That is over on YouTube by Murder Hobo Inc. Great D&D game name. All right. That's cool. I thank you for stopping in. Much appreciated. And then at 2 p.m., there is, and I hope somebody is going to be on, 2 p.m. I don't know if somebody, well, hopefully there'll be somebody who's streaming that isn't a highlighted stream, that can, raid into Trollord Games. But Trollord Games at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Stephen Chenault is running the game When the Prism Gives Way. At 5 p.m., there's a DM's Roundtable, old school DM's Roundtable, hosted at Trollord Games, which I guess means Stephen's game is a 3-hour game. Yeah, I can see where that might be useful. Oh boy. By the way, yeah, you can use any regular dice. If you have your own dice, that's actually better than digital, only because of the fact that I keep forgetting people are using the digital dice, and I'm not paying attention to what they're rolling, and I don't know where they'd be rolling it anyway, because I won't be paying attention to my Discord. So at 6 p.m. on Lord Gazumba stream tomorrow, 6 p.m. is Greyhawk Cartography, hosted, run by Anna Meyer. At 8 p.m. is Grendelwolf's Rest at Castle Entertainment. Carlos always runs a fantastic game. And then at 9 p.m., I have the final highlighted stream of the evening. And that'll be my third game of the evening or the day. That will be When Embers Ignite. My second game, the one that's not one of the highlighted games, will be at 3 p.m. Eastern. That is Dark Heart of the Gnat Marsh. All right. Then we move on to Saturday. Saturday starts at 8 a.m. Eastern. That is entirely too early. Riders on the Storm, DM'd by the ever mysterious Tim. Over on Lord Gazama's channel. That should be kind of wild. At 8 a.m. is at Trollard Games. We have Into the Dark. Chuck will be running that particular game. Then I have my one highlighted stream of the day, though it is, well, actually, it's my only stream of the day, but it's highlighted. Season of the Witches at 10 a.m. That is my 6-hour game. That will be the second anniversary of the Embers of Empire campaign starting with the Righteous Hand, starring the Righteous Hands. And Witch Starfall will be joining them as filling in for Wily Hobbit, who won't be able to make it. Hey, Dirty Dwarf. Good to see you. We're just going over the highlighted stream schedule. At 2 p.m., Orc Skull with the Price of Bread. At 6 p.m., the Grand Joust of Altamira, Lord Zumba's channel, special guest Luke Gygax. I will be, reprising my role as the Black Knight, looking to spoil things for everyone, because, all of the others are inferior to the Black Knight, and they should know their place. At 10 p.m., we've got Folk and Myth running Oaths and Measures. And then coming to you from the far side of the planet, at 10 p.m., we also have Armin doing The Witch of Wyvernon. I like it, witches. When I say far side of the planet, I'm not talking planet in the world of Greyhawk. I'm talking, Earth. Because I believe he's still in either Australia or New Zealand. I don't remember which. I just know the man travels a long way. He will be at GaryCon, and that's going to be awesome because he's a cool dude. Rations and torches games being run by you. Oh man. Then we go to Sunday. The final day of the con. I do have 2 games that on Sunday. And just the one of them is the highlighted stream. That is 9 a.m. Heart of the Righteous. At the moment, there's an open slot at 1 p.m., but at 3 p.m., we've got Guild Superior with Into the Mist Marsh. And then, closing things out at 7 p.m. on Lord Gazumba, we've got Greyhawk Ask the Experts. Special guests, Eric Mona, Joseph Block, otherwise known as the Greyhawk Grognard, Malden, Alan Grodog Growy, and Gary Holian, Pluffett Smedger himself. Whew, that's a hell of a lineup. There's a lot going on. I want to say there was something like 46 RPG sessions, and then there's also a couple of seminars and such. But I think the final number was like 46 RPG sessions this weekend. I know one of them, at least one of them, is already in progress. Lando is running a CNC, which I believe kicked off about the same time the stream did, which is really cool. So he's got a few sessions. He's got a few sessions himself. A lot of stuff going on this weekend, and. I did put together, and if you're in my Discord, you'll have seen the banners, but we can show them here, or my ads for them. There we go. Danger on the Duntide, followed by Dark Heart of the Gnat Marsh, When Embers Ignite, Season of the Witches, Heart of the Righteous, and Agents of Almor. And now I just need to remember to be posting them to places. I'm looking forward to that game too. I'm looking forward to all the games. It's, yeah, I'm not going to lie. You know, there might be a little agita realizing that I'm running 3 games tomorrow and just trying to keep the, you know, the ideas straight in my head as far as what we're doing and making sure I have the proper notes and all that. I might take some time to jot some stuff down on index cards so that I have them close at hand. I bought the index cards, I put them in a thing, and then I like forgot to use them, and I keep forgetting to use them, which is not helpful to anyone or anything. It's like, oh man. So, you know, when your brain is, you know, occasionally scrambled eggs, it's challenging to say the least. So let me ask, what are you most, what else are you guys looking forward to? You know, tell me, I know like a lot of you, are in games of mine this weekend. Are you in any other games that you're particularly looking forward to? And if you're only in my games, and if you're in more than one, you can tell me that you're, I mean, I'm always, you know, excited to hear that you're looking forward to my game too, but, you know, if you've got other games that you're looking forward to, even if you're running them, if it's a game that you're running that you're looking forward to, you know, tell me that too, because that's cool. Oh, that's sweet. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get out my special dice for you. Actually, that is true. I need to pick out which dice I want to use tomorrow for my various games. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he is running a paladin, so you know, I've got a soft spot. Of course, his paladin has a very interesting, you know, character traits to him, so that just makes it even better. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously I've got all the games. Looking forward to, you know, seeing I've got some new players, so I'm looking forward to see how that goes, and hopefully they enjoy. I'm looking forward to the fact that, you know, Witch Starfall is going to be playing. She's joining. She's going to be in 2 games and have 2 different characters for them because they're taking place in different areas, and I'm like, I've decided to like divide where things are taking place, and you know, keep those you know, the who's running in those adventures separate, so because they're all meant to be more or less, if not all at the same time, you know, generally speaking, close together. So, you know, it didn't make much sense to have a character at 2 ends of the country, you know, 2 ends of the kingdom at the same time. Hey, Longshot, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, so I'm excited, you know, for her to join us. I'm glad that she was able to, because, you know, there were some struggles finding a person for that 6-hour spot, and she was willing to do it, and that's, you know, it's fantastic. And you know, last year the 6-hour game last year will forever be one of my highlights for Virtual Greyhawk Con, because that 6-hour game last year was wild in so many ways. They literally split. They didn't just split the party. 6 characters went 6 separate ways in the city, and had a little time alone with each. Something you can only get away with when the game is 6 hours. And I tell you, when I tell you that we got to the end of the 6 hours, one of our players had to go. They had a hard stop at that time, and it's a good thing that they did, because I could have run for another 2 to 3 hours. I had idea with everything that was going on. I had ideas going off the top of my head. There was a thing that we kind of happened kind of off screen that probably could have been more on screen, but I think the shock of what had happened, having it play out and just finding out that it happened helped add to things. But oh man, I could have kept going. I was all kinds of an adrenaline rush when that was over. Hopefully, hopefully I feel that way this year. Not that I'm, looking to drag anyone any further. Plus, with the joust that night, I specifically wanted to make sure that I put some time between the 6-hour game and the joust so that people could relax and rest up for it. Oh, your half-work night is now a doppelganger. What? Did I miss something? What? Was this one of those things that happened, after I left chat or voice chat and it just kept going? In case anyone's wondering, Siglin is talking about Friday Night Crusades every Friday night in my Discord, just not tomorrow night. Oh, poor thing doesn't know. Oh, man. I mean, would he know? I mean, how would he know? I don't know. But yeah, like I said, Friday Night Crusades every Friday night, except tomorrow night. There will be no Friday Night Crusades tomorrow night because, starting at 9 p.m., I'll be running the third game of the day. So yeah, there's a lot all of you don't know. It's gonna be so much fun, peeling those bits back little bit by little bit. If you are interested in Friday Night Crusades, all you have to do is join my Discord. And if you're there, go to the FNC-info channel. It tells you how to roll up a character, and if you ever have any questions, you can just feel free to ask. Roll up a character. If you're not ready to play, don't feel like because you've rolled up a character you have to play it right away. Roll up a character, and if you want to listen in for a session or two, do that. You can roll up a character, listen in for a bit, and oh man, this is true. You can listen in for a bit, and this way, whenever you're ready to jump in, you have the character ready. You don't have to go and roll it at that point. You've already, you're in a place where you can play some. I don't care if you're only ever be able to play like half hour, 45 minutes a session. We have a player who logs in or joins the game on their way home from work while on the bus. And they're on for maybe the last 20 minutes, sometimes the last half hour, but usually about the last 20 minutes or so. But they're there. They join for as long as they can, and you go with it. There is no attendance requirement. That's not a thing with us. Oh, wow! I feel like I've been talking a lot. It's still only 6:32. How is it normally? These sessions seem to go like flying by, and this one is it's 6:32, and trying to remember what else I need to cover. So let's see. What do we have? Let's talk about tomorrow and the adventures and what we have playing. I was good about setting up my OneNotes for these way ahead of time. So tomorrow, starting with Danger on the Duntide, we've got Asher playing Torrens of a Flan Ranger. Oh yeah, I will definitely be doing a wrap-up show next week. That's for sure. Torrens has been a character in the campaign before. He's played in one other adventure, so a little bit of an update for him. Chris Bruingall is, if you might remember, the last time he played or in the campaign, it was actually, I think it was his first time in this campaign. He's played in my games before, but that was before the campaign started. His character was a dwarven priest by the name of Bollock's Breakanvil. And Bollock's had an unfortunate series of events where he kind of did a yo-yo thing from no health to full health to no health because of crits and heals and what have you. And his character died. I think it's the first PC. Actually, I think it might still be the only PC that's died in the campaign so far. There have been a number of NPCs who have died. That's for sure. So he decided that he wanted Bollock's brother, to be the next character, and get his gear and come fight the good fight. So his brother's a dwarven paladin by the name of Balderdash Breakanvil, because apparently his dwarven parents were the two dwarves that are capable of getting drunk and then naming their children. So yeah, and the interesting thing about that game, really, one of the interesting things about the session where Bollocks died, it's not directly the reason why Bollocks died, but one of the things that didn't help was the fact that Chuck Cumbo, TLG Chuck, had a character who decided to abandon the party when things got hot. Things went a bit sideways, and rather than stick around and see whether or not they could fight through, his character ran for the hills. So we had our first real heal of the campaign. And I need to go track down which character that was, so I can move him to the NPC section and have some fun with that. Another player, a new player named Mitchell, is playing Nornas Tauthander, an elven fighter. DM Chris is playing Hobbs Silverback, his dwarf barbarian, who first made an appearance in the campaign at Gary Con. And this was just this past Gary Con, back in March. His wife Lakeisha is Oh no! Wait, no! The dwarf barbarian is not his tune from Gary Con, not his character from Gary Con. I'm sorry. This is his new one. Dwarf barbarian named Hobbs Silverback. Yeah, so we have more than one Hobbs. Yes, your dwarf monk is the one, Chris. That is the one from Gary Con. My bad. Lakeisha is playing an elven cleric by the name of Kairia and Thalassar. And then we have another new player named Mark, who is... actually, I believe Mark is Lomas Lightfoot on Discord and possibly Twitch. Is playing Gordon Cresswell, a human cleric. Hey, Asher, good to see you. That is the cast for Danger on the Duntide. Then there is Dark Heart of the Gnatmarsh, where Dale is again playing Torrens. Hold on, did I screw up and copy? Or no, maybe they just had the. Okay, remember I was saying people playing in multiple games. It confused me for a second because I realized that the first two characters are the exact same. Dale playing Torrens, Chris Brungall playing Balderdash. Then we have a player named Alessio who's playing Thurindil Solasar, an elven wizard. Mark is again playing Gordon Cresswell, the human cleric. Lee is playing Eldon Greenfern, a gnome scald. This is a character he had played previously. Speaking of characters that I need to update, because I think he's also on the old 9,000 XP chart. So I need to update that and get that back to Lee. And then we're playing him, John, playing Orin Starfall, a half-elven druid. For the final game tomorrow night, and this is when we switch over to the other side of the kingdom. DM Chris, and this is his character from Gary Khan, Zygon Stonefist. His wife Lakeisha is playing Minya, a halfling rogue. Zygon is a dwarf monk. Fosco. Fosco is playing Gilthus Greystone, a half-elf ranger. Our buddy Doc Shoulder is playing Percival Allendale, a human paladin. Witch Starfall is playing Ilaria Brightstone, a human cleric. And player named Michael is playing Dorian Bradford, a human wizard. We get to Saturday, and we have the Saturday. I didn't even bother to put them in the OneNote because I know who they are. Risky Corndog Adventures. No bards. Nobody wanted to play a bard, believe it or not. As a matter of fact, I had a number of people who, when I asked what they wanted to play, they were like, anything but a bard. The closest we have to a bard is Lhawk 99 Lee playing a gnome scald. It's kind of a bard. The fact that it's a gnome scald will never cease to be amusing to me. But then we have somebody here who's playing a gnome knight. So there's that. The CNC bard is not the most impressive character class in the world. As a matter of fact, I'm of the opinion CNC bard needs an overhaul because the overriding mechanic that they keep building on isn't great to start with, and just keeps getting it starts getting worse as you level. Yeah, the best thing is that it has a D10 hit dice, and and the fact that I think you can use basically most weapons and armor. I don't remember if it limits you much. But yeah, it's not a great class at all. It doesn't do anything particularly well. It's not, you expect most of the abilities that you expect the bard to have, you get from the knight instead, which is kind of cool. I mean, I like the knights, being a leader on the battlefield type thing. I do think that's kind of cool. The bard is, seriously lacking in any of that type of stuff. If you're going to be a bard, if your stuff is not going to be offensive minded and you don't really have a support thing, it's not far from ideal. But anyway, on Saturday we've got Season of the Witches with the Righteous Hands, or at least 4 members of the Righteous Hands. Witch Starfall will be playing Jordan Evanara, I believe a half-elf ranger. I don't remember if I made her a half-elf or a full-elf ranger, but she is a ranger. And then we got Dirty Dwarf playing Sonius, the paladin. Asher playing Lagamundo, the monk rogue, the multi-class monk rogue from the mean streets of Realm Mod, as he likes to say. We've got Doc Shoulder playing Sal Ogle, the wizard. And finally, what am I saying? Oh, that's right. How do you like them? Hey, I like them apples. Uh-huh. Hey, Lord Forth, good to see you. And then we have GDTRFB 1995, or CM Johnson in Discord, playing Thraskin Steelhand, I think. I don't remember the last name. It's Thraskin is the first a dwarven cleric. Thraskin Stoneheal. Thank you. I got the ST and the eel, and yeah. Oh man, when you just like start putting the letters in the wrong places. But yeah, no, he Thraskin a dwarven cleric, which is cool, even if he is a dirty pagan. Sonny is a worshiper of Saint Cuthbert and god of the pamphlets. Apparently, that's a pretty strong party. We're dead for sure. Oh boy, we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna have Wiley coming back from whatever trip he's back, and he's gonna come back. It's like everybody's gonna have a new character. What happened? Oh, then we get to Heart of the Righteous is where we start having issues because I don't have everybody's character yet. But that's Sunday. Chris and Lakeisha are playing Zygon and Minya. We call Chris Brungal has a fill in the gap character, so I have to see what I'm doing with that. They can handle 3 type 3s. Oh, 3 type 1s. So yeah, make them type 2s. Okay, I misread that for a second. I mean, you guys have some pretty serious firepower at this point. Yeah, I mean, Sal himself can take out a bunch of stuff if he just lets loose. Especially, that staff of lightning. Was it Thunder and Lightning or whatever it was? I really didn't pay enough attention when I gave him that, but that's okay. Hey, Iculus, it's good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing all right. It's gotten. Oh wow, max out is at HP on every level. That's nice. Yeah, I'm doing better. It's it's been a road. But yeah, I what do you call it? I am going to be on pretty much all weekend. But yeah, I mean the group has some firepower now. You guys can do some stuff. I'm looking. I really am looking forward to you all getting to the point where you're like level 6 or 6s and 7s and such, because that's where the fun really begins. Because I can start getting really creative about what I throw at you. But yeah, no, we're still Heart of the Righteous. I still have some stuff that I need to work on, and then Agents of Almor. Agents of Almor again. Chris and Lakeisha with Zygon and Minya. Then we've got Sir Adon of Grimm. That is Mayusa's character. Is a knight. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, Josh, I am running 6 games this weekend. I will be on pretty much from 9 a.m. till 1 a.m. tomorrow, with 2-hour breaks in between. 9 to 1 p.m., 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., and then 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time. You can even fight more goblins at one time. I did change it, so hey, Poetic One, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be a fun time. I'm going to be flexing those muscles. I loved listening last week to people talking about running sessions and having somebody run the games for them or somebody doing the producing, and I'm like, I don't even have mods. It's like, I don't. It's like, what is this? What is this having a producer? I don't know what that's for. I'd love to have somebody, either make battle maps or paint my minis or whatever, just so I could take something off my plate. Anything would be great. I'm not, picky. But no, I am, this is a one man shop. Except, Lord Forth, it'd be one thing to TPK the party if this was all pure one shots. This is an ongoing campaign, so I'm not going to, it's like TPKing the party is something you do for fun when it is a charity stream and you're doing, or, doing a charity stream where you're doing pure one shot characters and one shot adventure that doesn't mean anything. At that point, I start taking bribes from the audience in terms of what it would take to get a TPK. Being able to hit a certain number. I've done that in the past. I think that was something I pulled like 2 years ago or 3 years ago for the St. Jude's, where if we hit the set $2,000 mark, I would TPK the party with the white dragon. And I did, because we did. But yeah, then Sunday, the 3 p.m. game, like I said, Chris and Lakeisha with Zygon and Minya, Brad with Sir Aiden of Grimm, Ewan, who, and it's going to drive me crazy because I've already forgotten Norker, playing Valindo, an Elf Archer, and then Amy Crittenden playing an Elven Ranger. Also known as the Stinkfish, yeah. Was it a blue dragon? It might have been a blue dragon. I might have killed you in I might have done a blue dragon in one and a white dragon in another. And I know I definitely did the white dragon. I think the blue dragon was the one in the cave, right? Josh, are you? Well, yeah. Are you in my Discord by still? Because if so, if you go to the creators and sponsors and creators channel in my Discord, it'll have the list. But I know you had like dropped out a lot of Discords when you were taking your break. So I will not feel insulted if you tell me that you're not in my Discord. Okay, yeah, no, I remember that. I definitely remember the Blue Dragon one now. The White Dragon was the White Dragon was kind of a bit funnier, because the White Dragon, I kind of like just threw it out there earlier in the thing. It was just sort of like supposed to be kind of background stuff that there's you catch sight of a white dragon flying ahead, going over hills or whatever. And at some point I decided to bring back the white dragon, and once we hit the number, the dragon breathed and froze the entire party. Good times. Nice. Glad to hear that you're still in it. Yeah, and part wine sleep is optional when DMing. What's the plane flight driving is for? Oh man, I hope to go peacefully in my sleep like my grandfather, not yelling and screaming like the passengers in his car. Particles, the ice troll's favorite dessert. Oh, there's a meme about wanting to, use the old, like the Greek pronunciation for anything that ended in CLEs. So it'd be like particles, testicles, and all that. Isocles. I love it. It's I love good tentacles. Tentacles is another good one. Yeah, there you go. It's possible. It's possible that you might have posted that meme more than once. Halfling barbarian, T Baggins. There you go. Nice. Oh. Oh, Blood Bowl. Every once in a blue moon. Every once in a while. Not to the extent Pat does. And then Pat also, posts 17 of them at a time. It's like, dude, parcel them out. They're much more effective. We're not getting overloaded. All right. So let's see. Has he gotten started yet? Yeah, we're getting close to that time. Oh, he is live, but they're still in like the early ad phase. So yeah, we're gonna start to wind things down. Just a reminder, it is again, it's a long weekend. There is a lot of gaming to be had. I know some of you are playing in many games. Chris Brunengall is definitely one of those people who's playing many games. Please make sure that you're remembering to, drink fluids, get up and, during the break and walk around, make sure you're taking breaks between games, get enough food, get some actual good food. I'm not going to tell you to eat ultra healthy snacks, but if you're not if you can eat nuts and you're not allergic to them, it's a good snack to have along with other stuff. It'll probably be like the AA game. We're going to use Owlbear Rodeo, but you'll be looking at the map on the stream itself. Hey, listen, if you like cold leftover Chinese food, I'm not a big fan of Chinese food cold. I even when it's left over, I want it heated up. Donuts. Bad, Jeff. Bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, donuts good, but not the kind of healthy thing you need. I know that I'll make sure that I have a nice bowl of cereal tomorrow, so that I at least get a proper start. And my big thing is making sure that I have enough water and coffee. Cold and cold, yeah. That's why I can't do Chinese food cold. It just half of it be like gel. I'm not a fan of cold pizza, but I can at least eat cold pizza. I mean, listen. Granted, my beer tastes have changed a lot since college. I mean, college, being a poor college student, you drank whatever you had available. Guinness is for breakfast. I don't care. Fight me on that. Ruining your entire college education. Herschel, my friend, I'm thinking sleeping might have had something to do with that as well. I still remember leaving the frat house in the morning with the alarm in your room going off and coming back an hour and a half later and the alarm is still going off. Whiskey and cornflakes. That's that's a teacher who's least possible. Yeah, well, that room was the room of least possible entropy. Yeah. Whiskey and cornflakes. If you're a teacher and you're eating whiskey and cornflakes, You've either seen some, you've either been so beaten down by the system you've given up hope, or you've just seen too much stuff, one way or another. But with that, we are going to wrap up, and we are going to get ready to raid into Lord Gazumba. I want to thank everyone for popping in. So many of you popped in. It's so cool to see you all. I am overpaid since you can afford. Listen, if whiskey, if cornflakes and whiskey are the only thing you're eating, you can afford the whiskey. I mean, I'm not saying no one was saying it was good whiskey, and if you're having it with cornflakes, you're basically using well whiskey. So there is that. I didn't say they were brand name cornflakes either, if you can call it whiskey. Yeah, well, Oh, that is cool. That's awesome. That's my kind of pub crawl. My favorite favorite pub crawl was one I did it when I went to London the first time. It was organized for me by friends and coworkers of my sister, because when she got married over here, a lot of her friends came over from London, and I showed them around, and we took them out for pizza at good pizza, and they repaid the favor. Yeah, there that, and then there was like one church for every bar, and one fast food joint for every church. This is true. All right, so let me get set up with the raid. Thank you, everyone. Have a great gaming weekend. We are going to be raiding into Lord Gazumba to really, truly get this virtual Greyhawk Con started with the first highlighted stream of the weekend. Thank you, my friend. All right, we got 15 viewers going in 3, 2, 1. See you on the flip side.